my gosh, what an amazing movie. Oh my, we're never gonna get an experience like this, like ever again. That I don't even know where to start. Okay, I want to make these reviews shorter and shorter, and I'll probably talk more about this movie when I do my full MCU tier list, which is gonna happen probably next week after the finale of Hawkeye, because I want to rank all the MCU shows as well together. So I'll be talking about Spider-Man No Way Home during that time as well. Okay, I'm just gonna start off by saying this, of course, is a spoiler review, because, like, what's the point of doing a non-spoiler review for Spider-Man No Way Home? Everyone's gonna see it. Like, literally everyone's gonna, I don't need to convince you to go see it. Everyone's gonna see it. Let's just get straight into spoilers. So again, spoiler warning right now. Let's get into it. I just got out of the theater, so I have no script ready. I have nothing. If you see me looking down right here, it's because I'm looking at my own eyes. I'm not reading anything. I have nothing prepared for this. The movie happened so fast. I wish it was like 5 hours long. It happened so quick. I think I'm gonna forget some scenes. I'm gonna definitely forget some things. But good thing I got more tickets. We're going again. We are going again. I have to see this movie multiple times before it comes out of theaters. I saw it in IMAX, by the way, if you were wondering, because I mean every movie's way better in IMAX. Not sponsored, but just like, you know, the screen, boom, the audio. Oh, for something like this, you need to see it in IMAX. But it'll be good either way. Okay, since we're in spoilers, let me just talk. I'm currently reacting to Daredevil on the channel right now, right? I was expecting, because of the leaks and stuff, I did get a little spoiled on some stuff. Of course, I mean, throughout the entire year, people have been guessing Matt Murdock was going to be in it and everything. I thought he was going to get more screen time. He got like less than a minute of screen time. That was a little disappointing, but the whole theater was cheering, and oh my gosh, it's so fun that Matt Murdock's in the MCU now. So that was a sick scene. And we got the Sinister Six here. I mean, five, and then Venom came in as well. But that doesn't really count because he didn't really do anything until the post-credit scene. But he is in the MCU now. Venom, the symbiote, not Eddie Brock. So that was really sick. I'm just gonna be jumping around and talking about whatever comes to my head. But I'm super excited because Tom Holland is getting a new trilogy after this. It's probably not gonna have Home in the title or anything, but he's getting his own new trilogy. So 3 more movies. I don't know how they're gonna top this one. But Venom, oh dude, Venom. That might be able to, dude, Venom is so sick if he's done right. And the little glimpses we got in this movie of Tom Holland's Peter Parker as Spider-Man going bad, like literally about a murder, Osborn. I almost said Harry Osborn. Literally about a murder Norman Osborn for killing Aunt May. Dude, that was an incredible scene. This is his best performance, Tom Holland's best performance by far. So the little glimpses we got at the end there of him actually like going evil and about to kill someone, I feel like if they bring that with Venom in the next movie or the next trilogy with Tom Holland, Venom could become insane, dude. So I'm super excited about that, as well as let's just talk about the second post-credit scene since we just talked about the first one. We got a Doctor Strange of the Multiverse of Madness trailer. Amazing, dude. Wanda's in it. We saw her on IMAX, dude, with her new WandaVision outfit, the Scarlet Witch, dude. Oh, and then we saw evil Doctor Strange from What If. Well, we don't know if it's the same one, but probably is. Evil Doctor Strange. Okay. Oh, this movie was jam-packed, and I've just been talking about the 2 post-credit scenes in the beginning. Anyway, super excited for Multiverse of Madness. Super excited for the next Spider-Man trilogy. Let's hop back into the No Way Home movie. All right, let's quickly talk about Peter and MJ and Ned. Their relationship, dude. The chemistry between all of them is so good. I really enjoyed MJ in this one. I mean, she's not in the other ones like too much. So you kind of don't get a good feel for her character. In Far From Home, you get a much better feel for Peter and MJ. But in this one especially, dude, their chemistry is so good. It's so cute. I'm a little sad at that ending. I almost cried in the theater with that ending, dude. Oh, MJ and Ned forgetting Peter exists. Forgetting all about him, dude. That was really sad. I think that and Andrew saving MJ was the saddest parts of the movie, dude. Oh, I kind of don't like that choice of now everyone, like no one knows Peter. I kind of like, I just don't like that much because come so far with Ned and Peter, and seeing how strong everyone's chemistry was in this film, and now you get the really sad ending of everyone forgetting about him. Like none of that happened. It just feels like they developed all these characters and then now they're just gone. It almost feels like character deaths in a way. It feels like MJ and Ned are dead, but they're not. So I kind of don't like that, but at the same time it was done very well. More so than any other show that deals with that issue of having characters maybe like get a concussion and completely forget about people. This one was the saddest by far. I think it was sad because Tom Holland, because Peter was happy. He enjoyed looking at them and seeing them happy without him. That was sad. So yeah, the characters, this is Tom Holland's best performance. The characters are amazing in this. The villains are amazing. The nice moments we have with them when they're all good and they're all just hanging out in Peter's apartment, or I guess Happy's apartment. Amazing scenes. Was not expecting anything like that for some reason. That was really cool. It's just very different. Ned is a wizard. It runs in his family apparently. Like, things are just coming to my mind because so much happened in this movie. It's just, I didn't need to talk about it, but I just don't know where to start or how to concisely do this. Let's talk about Andrew and Toby, okay? When they came on screen, everyone was cheering and just clapping and screaming. It was insane. I knew it was going to happen too. When Ned was doing the little spell and he's like, he wants to find Peter Parker. It was really funny at first, but then, oh my, I was just like expecting like, maybe this is how they introduce them. Maybe Ned introduces them. And he did. Literally, you just see the portal open. You see a little alleyway and a dumpster. I knew that suit, even though it's very dark and way back there, that suit, dude. Andrew Garfield. And then they do it again. They do it again with Toby. I gotta say, Andrew in this, I like him better in this. I like the Amazing Spider-Man a lot, but his performance in this and his character arc in this, he's so good in this movie. I want like a whole nother trilogy with Andrew Garfield's Peter and Spider-Man. What they did with him in this movie and his acting has improved so much from 2012 when he did Amazing Spider-Man, even though he was a good actor back then. It's like so much better now. Like with Toby, it was just like nostalgia that I loved about it. But with Andrew, I was seeing like, I want this to be Peter. I want more Andrew Garfield. Like Toby's getting a little old, right? We saw him throughout life. He said he's like married to MJ now. Or I don't know if he said married, but he has a happy life. We don't need him to be Spider-Man. It was really cool to see him back, but Andrew still has a chance. Like he's still Spider-Man in his universe. He was suited up when he entered the universe, and he was just like he was in the movies, except even better. I hope they can do more with him in the future, even though I don't think they are, but maybe they can find a way. Maybe he's part of Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy's universe. I don't know. I really enjoyed him in this movie though. I think Andrew was a very standout character, and I'm wondering what everyone else's thoughts are on that, because I just feel like he gave such a good performance in this, and everyone, I feel like they even clapped more for him and cheered. He had more moments. His dialogue was great. He was really funny, and I think he just really connected with the audience a lot more than even Toby's character. But anyways, let's get on to the villains really quick. Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin, dude. Perfect. And how they did the de-aging is insane. It looked so good. I was a little worried in the trailers, but on the big IMAX screen, dude, it looked so good. The only CG I was a little weirded out by was sometimes the lizard's mouth and Sandman's mouth and some of the sand textures, but I don't know, maybe they were going for that exactly how he looked from Spider-Man 3 way back then, because he kind of looked exactly how he did back then. Like, I don't think the sand graphics or anything improved or anything like that. But yeah, there was just so many great moments with the villains in this. Electro is done so much better than he was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, so much better. He looks cooler. He has a way better motive than Spider-Man didn't show up to my birthday party or whatever his motive was in Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I just recently watched. I just watched Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. Caught myself up with everything, even though I already knew about the movies. Just had to do a little rewatch before this, of course. But yeah, I just gotta say, like, he's much better in this than he was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock was perfect, dude. Oh my gosh. I love how they didn't disrespect any of these characters either. Well, I mean, Sandman and Lizard were kind of thrown out, like they were kind of like side characters in the background almost. I think especially Lizard. Even when all the villains go up to Happy's apartment at one point, Lizard is the only one just out of the picture. He's out in a little feast van. So yeah, Lizard was definitely sidelined a little. Sandman as well, but Sandman had his moments too. They all have their moments, but of course it's 5 huge villains. They're not gonna all get the best screen time. Goblin, Electro, and Doc Ock definitely stood out. And I think that's because they are the 3 biggest actors, like Sandman's actor, Lizard's actor, not as big as these other 3, so of course they put these people in the spotlight. But yeah, there's so many great scenes in this movie, dude. I need to watch it again and then talk about it more. Maybe we'll have like a stream where we talk about it. The Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man scene, going through the mirror dimension, and then Peter even he uses math and he pulls the mirror dimension into another mirror dimension, and then it quadruples the mirror dimension. And then it happens again. Ooh. That scene was insane. I don't know how they did that. Literally the most trippy thing I've ever seen on a big screen. But yeah, I don't have many gripes at all with the movie, except maybe 1 or 2 things. Most people probably wouldn't notice these things. So yeah, probably only 2 gripes with this movie. The first one I already mentioned, which is how we've come so far with these characters. MJ and Ned. Even Happy. And now everyone just doesn't know about Peter anymore. That's kind of annoying. But it was used very well, so it's not too much of a gripe. It doesn't take off any points. I just don't like something about that. I don't know. Because it's going to lead into future movies, and what? Peter's going to be alone. He's going to be alone. I mean, maybe that just means we're going to get so much more Spider-Man. Like we haven't had enough already. Jeez, dude. This movie was so Spider-Man. More Spider-Man and more Peter than any other movie. This is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I will say that right now. This is my favorite Spider-Man movie. They even mentioned Miles at a time. Oh my gosh, dude, that's so hype. I mean, not really. They didn't really mention him, but Electro said he thought Peter Parker was black. He's like, there should be a black Spider-Man. I mean, there you go. I hope a scene in the Miles Morales, the new movie coming out, Into the Spider-Verse 2. I forgot the name. What is it called? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I hope at one point when he's swinging through all these different multiverses, he goes live action for a second. That would be sick. He goes into a live action verse, because you can see in the trailer he's swinging through different comics and he changes his art style as he goes through. So maybe he'll swing into a live action one for a second, maybe turn into Caleb McLaughlin. I don't know. But anyways, I think we are going to be getting Miles. There was also another thing when Doctor Strange is on the Statue of Liberty and he's like, they're coming through, I can't stop them or whatever, and everything's shattering. I was wishing that he wouldn't complete the spell there and that all those things would come through. And that would lead to Multiverse of Madness, which Multiverse of Madness is still happening. But there was so much cool imagery in what was coming into the earth. I just wish that spell didn't happen. Because that is one of my gripes with the movie, that spell happening. So if it didn't happen, it would be even cooler. I think in some of the silhouettes, I saw Scorpion and Rhino in some of them. I think there was just a bunch of Spider-Man villains all in the silhouettes. I know a lot of people were thinking maybe the X-Men are going to show up at the end. Fantastic Four. They didn't come through those. I mean, obviously, I don't have to say that. You guys have all seen the movie. But yeah, let's get on to my second gripe with the movie. And this is the one that I don't think a lot of people will notice. But a lot of the scenes, and I know why, but a lot of the scenes seemed like the characters weren't all in the same room. Like, I noticed that, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Especially with Ned and MJ there. There's no way they were in the room filming with the multiple Spider-Men. There's no way they were in the room filming with Doc Ock and Green Goblin and Electro, all of them in the prison room. There's just no way. They didn't know about this. They filmed their talking scenes from this angle, and they would be talking and talking, and then when you see them in the background, they'd be looking around, like pretending that there's stuff happening, but stuff wasn't happening. I don't know. You have to watch the movie. I mean, you guys have seen it, but you have to maybe watch it again and pay attention to those scenes. MJ and Ned, they definitely were not in the rooms with anyone. They did not know this was happening until probably way later on after filming, but Yeah, it felt like a lot of the time the characters weren't in the same rooms together. They were all filmed separately. Camera would be over here, Electro would be talking, other characters would be reacting in a weird way in the background because they're just stitched into there. You can switch to this scene, and then MJ and Ned are doing something completely off topic, like looking down in this direction. Ned would sometimes be like moving his hand. It's really weird. You should like notice that stuff though. And I don't think a lot of people would. But Marvel does this all the time. Like it's not a new surprising thing. It's just a little annoying to look at. I look at Ned and MJ in the background, they have no idea what's going on. They're just filming dialogue scenes. They don't know the dialogue that's even being said back to them, I bet. It's like very obvious. An example of this I can give is when Nick Fury shows up in Spider-Man Far From Home, he's actually not even in that room with Tom Holland and Ned. When he shoots the dart into Ned's neck, he's actually filming that completely separate from all of them. They didn't even know he was there. Also, the gun in his hand, the dart gun, was CGI. So that stuff happens all the time in the MCU. They just like to keep things hidden, so they film actors in different rooms, but in this one, it really stood out to me. And of course they would do that because they want to keep this a big secret. It did not stay a secret, obviously. It was leaked like a year ago that all these people would be showing up. But yeah, that's something I noticed. But yeah, everything else was very flawless about this movie. I want more Andrew Garfield. I thought Toby died at the, oh my gosh, everyone, the gasp when he gets stabbed by Green Goblin. Crazy, dude. Okay, well, I've been recording for 25 minutes and blabbering about random stuff that just comes to my head. This movie happened so fast, and I was paying so much attention, but there was too much. There was too much in the movie. I can't talk about it all in one short spoiler talk. So comment your favorite parts below. What did you enjoy about the movie? What would you rate it? Because right now I'm going to give you my rating, a 95 out of 100. 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, obviously, dude, it's so good. So good. I'm seeing it again. Can't wait for more Tom Holland movies in the future. Dude, Spider-Man, the theater was packed, dude. Everyone loves Spider-Man. I'm not going to ever get an experience like this again. I thought that with Endgame, though, and then this happened, and this was an even better experience than Endgame. Somehow, it was absolutely insane. So maybe we will get an experience like this again, but I doubt it because this was pretty special. Anyways, give me your thoughts below. Let me know if you want a longer spoiler discussion where I go maybe scene by scene or something, because there was a lot to dissect in this movie, and I loved every little bit of it. And I wish you could have seen my reaction, and I wish I could have recorded the whole theater's reaction because everyone was cheering and hollering and oh my gosh, crying. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this chill talk. I'll see you guys in the next video.